Okay, this is my screencast. It shows that I've mastered the sketch dimension in 7 pro tips. I'm going to keep this open and pull it to the side so I can continue to refer back to it as I do my 6 basic dimensioning skills and my 7 pro tips. So, first thing I need to show is 2 ways to activate the sketch dimension tool. So I'm going to get into my sketch and I'm going to activate it just by hitting D. Or I can go up here to the sketch area and do sketch dimensioning. Alright, the second thing is dimension a line length, circle diameter, arc diameter, and an angle. Well, first I'm going to dimension this line length down here. That's at 100. Good. Then I'm going to dimension this circle. Next, I'm going to dimension this arc length right here. And then I'll get an angle. Alright, so now I've done 1 and 2. Third, dimension the distance between 2 points. I'm going to pick this point here and that point right there. So I click this point, click that point, and you can see I could get the angle distance, or if I go up here I get the horizontal distance. If I go out here I get the vertical distance. I'll go ahead and put the angle distance in. Next, change the value of a dimension. Let's make the radius of this arc larger. Make it 30, we'll make it 33. And you can see the radius got larger. I'm going to apply equal constraint to the 2 small circles. So highlight this circle, hit the equal constraint. Next, show a few driven dimensions. Well, I'm going to put a driven dimension in here. And make it driven. And I'm going to place it. Good. Now that has an equal constraint when I update this dimension here. Let's say I make that 17. That circle gets bigger, that circle gets bigger, and this driven dimension updates automatically. Alright, let's try another driven dimension. Let's make this side right here a driven dimension. So I go into dimensioning, do the length, make this a driven dimension. I'm going to place it up here where it's easy to see. Now if I change this arc length, then you can see this driven dimension updates. Fantastic. That takes care of my basic dimensioning skills. Pro tips. Toggle radius versus diameter. This is a radius. I can make that into a diameter, 58. I can change this into a radius, which is 7.5. Hide and show dimensions in the sketch palette. Here we go. We hide all our dimensions. We can even hide our constraints. It cleans the whole diagram up quite a bit. Driven dimensions, I already showed those up above. Dimensions are automatically numbered and can be renamed. Well, this dimension right here is D10, and that's my arc length. And this dimension down here is D3, that's my bottom length. If I go up here to change parameters, if I do D10, I'll make that arc diameter, and then D3 is bottom. Then if I hit OK, we can go up here, we can see this is now called arc diameter, and this down here is called bottom. Using formulas and dimension fields. Let's say we want this radius to be twice this radius. Well, this is D11, so we can make this diameter, actually we'll toggle that to a radius, and we'll make this D11 times 4. That's looking more like our old diagram. Alright, using formulas in the dimension fields, we just did that. Define user parameter, we've already done that. Renaming parameters. I guess the last thing we need to do is if we go up here, we can change the parameters. We're going to make our bottom length 110 and see what that does to our diagram. And we can see that our diagram bottom just got longer. That's pretty much it. I've demonstrated all these skills in my video. I hope you've enjoyed that. You have a good day.